Your optimism will not save your life. Stick around, let's talk about it. So I love how the motorcycling community has grown around this channel. What started as me just trying to show my family and friends that I was being safe on a motorcycle became something so much bigger, so much more fun, so many connections, so many amazing friends that I've met in the 18 months since I've started doing YouTube. It's been an amazing ride, and it's going to culminate into the Midwest Moto Meetup this September 13th through the 16th. D-Cycle's done an amazing job working with some sponsors. He's got 7 of them now, I believe. I got it up on the screen here. If you need more information or if you want to RSVP for the Midwest Moto Meetup, it's free. Go ahead and click the link in the description. I'm already a little bit in this video and I've already forgotten to introduce myself. Hi, my name is Joe. I love motorcycles, travel, and talking about how freaking amazing life is. If you like any one of those 3 things, hit that subscribe button right now. Click that bell icon so you know when I upload videos just like this. Stick around to the end of this video because I'm actually going to get on the bike and talk more about optimism and what it means on the bike. But right now I just want to touch on optimism as it relates to the Great Egret channel. One thing that I realized very early on with YouTube, what was important to me was being true to who I am. And I figured if I did that, I would enjoy myself, I'd have a lot of fun, but more importantly, the riders who wanted to watch, the riders who wanted to subscribe would stick around and continue to watch. And those riders have become great friends. And that's because I stayed true to myself. And part of my personality is my optimism. Some have criticized that optimism, saying it doesn't do any good, it doesn't help. Optimism alone will not improve your life. Optimism alone will not save your life. Once I get on the bike, I'll talk more about optimism not saving your life. They'll be more clear once I get on the bike, or it's easier for me to explain it once I get on the bike. But let me say that I agree with those critics 100%, but I won't stop being optimistic. Why? Because optimism puts you in a position where you can succeed. Optimism puts you in a position where your life is improving. Optimism puts you in a position where you can be a happier person. One of my biggest pet peeves is negativity, like outright negativity. Thinking that the world is bad, thinking that everybody around you is awful, thinking that woe is me attitude. Let's get on the bike and let's talk about this a little bit more. Nice to be back on the bike on a Friday nonetheless. Leaving work. Skies look a little threatening, but I'm not going to let that deter me because I am optimistic that I will have a safe ride home. Will optimism keep me safe? Heck no, optimism won't keep me safe. Will optimism protect me from all these four-wheeled vehicles out here? No. I'm fully confident that none of these people driving around me want to kill me. Inattentive maybe, but they don't actually want to kill me intentionally. Most of them. If one of these cagers decides to not wear their seatbelt, and they say, I have such optimism that I will not die in a crash. No, it doesn't work that way. Now I'm just getting out of work, being a big part of the grind and earning a living. Will optimism alone help me succeed? It sure hasn't. I'll say that now. Optimism has not given me the ability to succeed in my career. What optimism does is it puts you in an amazing position to be safe on the motorcycle, to succeed in life,
to be able to honk at people who are on their phone inattentive. Oh, good old UW campus. Optimism is a wonderful thing, but it's not going to protect you. It's not going to help you succeed. What optimism is going to do for you, it is going to put you in a good position to be successful with whatever you want to do. So if I'm optimistic that I will be safe on the motorcycle, that I will do everything that I want to do to practice to be safer, on the motorcycle. I kind of like riding up this hill. This is Observatory Hill here on campus. The very first time I headed up this hill, definitely a challenge. Not so much anymore. Kind of fun. I am optimistic that I can make it up this hill because I've done all the practicing to be able to do that. And what motivated me to practice, what motivated me to get to this point, was the optimism that my practicing would let me achieve that. If I said, geez, I'm never going to be able to get up that hill, or I'm never going to be able to ride a motorcycle, I would never have done it. And I would never have practiced enough to do it. I would have never gotten into the game. If I was negative about everything, I would never, ever try and challenge myself. That's the beautiful thing about optimism. Optimism by itself does nothing for you. Optimism by itself is putting your head in the sand like an ostrich. But if you take optimism and use that power to motivate you, it's a beautiful thing. It helps you challenge yourself, and it helps you succeed. And it makes you a crap ton happier along the way. If I was negative about riding the motorcycle before I even tried, be like, oh, it's just too dangerous, it's too risky, it's too difficult. If I had that attitude about motorcycling or my career or the friendships or loved ones in my life, being able to succeed in any one of those, a negative view, you're already setting yourself up to fail. The positive approach, the optimistic approach, leads to success. It puts you in the game. For some of you smaller YouTubers out there, I was there. I mean, I'm not large by any means, right now. Got a middling amount of subscribers, but I've had some success, and the community that surrounds it is something that I absolutely love and I'm enjoying. I watched a video earlier today before I went into work of mine from when I had 200 subscribers, and I talked about the previous month only having 100. At the time, I felt like I was muddling along with just that limited amount of subscribers. Had I had the attitude that, oh, this YouTube thing is just too difficult, there's too many things stacked against me, I'll never succeed, I would never have continued. And a lot of YouTubers give up because of that attitude, because they don't have the optimism that they can be successful at this. And how do you become successful? You take that optimism and you apply it to what you know you can do. You do the hard work, using optimism as that fuel. Let's go ahead and take this into the garage and let's chat a little bit more off the bike. I'll see you in a little bit.
I'm in the garage now, and I just wanted to touch on optimism a little bit more inside this garage. This garage here, this is kind of like my second home. This is where I have fun. This is where I do a lot of wrenching on not only this bike, but on the Honda that I have that I'm building into a cafe racer. Prior to buying a motorcycle, I never thought I would be in the garage recording videos, putting them up on YouTube for everybody to see my successes and my failures, learning from them and criticizing them, which I welcome wholeheartedly. But my optimism led me to that. My optimism put me in a position where I had the confidence to wrench on my own bike, to build that confidence, to put it out on YouTube, to show all of you my confidence in doing all of that. Holy shnikes, it's a damn good feeling. Right after I got back from the Route 66 series, and everybody started following, and everybody started saying how much they enjoyed the series, I realized how much the community that developed around this channel and other content creators out there, that motivated me. That gave me the optimism that D-Cycle and I could put something together like the Midwest Moto Meetup. When D-Cycle and I started putting this together, I had optimism that there'd be enough people in this community that would be interested in that and interested in celebrating our shared experience on machines. Kid Moto said in the Discord, if you're not part of the Discord yet, click on the link below. It's an extension of this community. It's where we love to chat with each other about what we do. But Kid Moto said in the Discord recently that it's amazing how something like this, something like a motorcycle, a machine, can bring us together. And I have optimism, no matter how each of us perceive the world in our own neck of the woods, that when we get together, this machine will bring us together. This machine will help us celebrate one another's love of motorcycling. It's gonna be a good time. I have such optimism about that. Thanks for watching this video, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. I have optimism that that's the case. And if not, go ahead and click on the dislike button and tell me why you don't like this video. Ride safe out there. Keep your wheels rolling in the right direction. And I will see you in the next video.